What a good night. What a good night to be a Mav fan. Woo. All right, let me get professional. Start of the show. Like Coach Prom said, we coming, baby. All right, like if she on top, we coming. All right. That's how we come in this episode 12. I'm a little high on life. I just saw Luka Doncic put up 60, 21, 10 in a comeback game against the Knicks, who were bums. JB didn't even play. It was here in Dallas. Didn't nobody even go to the game. I watched it at my house. All right, let me. I'm trying to keep it in the pocket. JT is on girlfriend duty, wifey duty. Happy holidays to everybody who is with their loved ones and the people who matter the most, really. Man, yeah. So I wasn't gonna record this. I'm recording this shit right now. I am hype. Man, we took care of the Knicks as we were supposed to, even though we're really banged up right now. Yeah, no Josh Green, no Finney Smith. Max is going. They might shut Maxie down for the year. They're watching Kimball's minutes after that 32-point game in Cleveland. That was like too much for his knee. Like for whatever reason, they still won't play Jaden Harden. So like super limited rotation. I mean, you factor in Reggie Bullock does nothing every night. Shout out to Reggie Bullock. And yeah, I mean, like this is not the Mavs at full strength, but for whatever reason, we're on a ugly 4-game win streak. And really, it has to be put on the back of, man, the Don, Luka. So I was super pissed. We were down 9 with about 35 seconds left. Was it? It may have even been more than 9. But watching the game, I'm just thinking about how piss poor we done played, and really how Tibbs didn't even play Rose and I can't remember the other kid's name. Like they were on a limited rotation, and Julius Randle wasn't really killing it. I think it was Quentin Grimes. So like Randle and C Wood were kind of toe to toe on what they were doing as far as offensive output, but that wasn't enough. Like we just had to go ahead and break NBA history and have a miracle. That was the first NBA team in the last 20 seasons when trailing by at least 9 with 35 seconds or fewer to win. Yeah, those teams were 0 and 13,884. So Luka Magic has a real ring to it after watching that shit. To see something that that's never been done live, he's so good, right? But I'm trying to keep my head around like because I saw Kobe give the Mavs what was that? Was it 63 and 3/4? That was back in the headband era. That was Josh Howard. That was Marquise Daniels. Yeah, he literally gave us like 63 and 3/4. They didn't even play him in the fourth. So I have seen offense at a high output. I saw the 81-point game. The 81 point game against the Raptors, which at that time, that's a good Raptors squad. You know, that's Jalen Rose, that's Morris Peterson, that's Bosh out there. Serviceable NBA team, destroyed them in front of his grandma. Legendary. So to see this, and mind you, this is coming off of a 50-point game against the Rockets. And we needed all 50 to beat that young Rockets team. That was just good basketball. I'm not gonna say like this. Like this was an ugly game, and if you wasn't paying attention, you didn't even notice the efficiency of Luka's game. Like just couldn't miss from everywhere. Like I wouldn't say it was insane just because that's not his game. He doesn't have a very flashy game. He gets to his spot and you can't do nothing with him. Like that's it. And that's what it was the entire night. He like just get into his spot. He only had 10 assists. that means our team is bad. Like, he easily could have had a 60-20-20 game with all fairness, with a go away win. But he had to pull a miracle, and they had to be the first team to do this in forever. And even just the look of the draw to get that bounce to come right back to him after it touched two Knicks, to tie it up, to send it into overtime at 1:15, and to even make that shit falling away left. Oh, it was fucking crazy. It really was. Like, because at some point, like, is it about the win or is it about the statistics? And I was leaning. I was like, man, it sure would be nice for him to win and get the statistics, because I knew he was gassed. Like, going into the OT, he was gassed. Christian Wood, big play. Dinwiddie, big play. Dinwiddie hit a big three. Christian Wood just going to the hole, like being assertive, not settling for jumpers. I think he knew the Knicks were gassed and Tibbs wasn't playing. Hell, even fucking McGee getting in the game. Like, McGee should be getting some minutes right now with Dwight Powell kind of going through an off stretch. And the fact that we don't have Maxey, like, McGee needs to get those minutes back in the rotation. The odd part was, like, they kind of left him in the game going into OT. And he was up and down. Shout out to Theo Pinson. He's like the best teammate anybody could have. Like, cause he was going fucking crazy the whole night when Luka going off. So you need that supporting cast whether they get on the court or not. Yeah, man, that Quentin Grimes killed us. Yeah, I mean, well, like I said, we don't have any perimeter stoppers right now in the mix, because I mean, Reggie Bullock is doing bad on both ends, like playing defense and shooting threes, and I'm really running out of time. Tim didn't have his best game. I think he was like 4 for 12, serviceable, but yeah, Dinwiddie played real big, and yeah, it's like just going through Twitter, just seeing what everybody was saying. Kevin Garnett just was tweeting, yeah, they're gonna have another statue in Dallas because Luka is him. Yeah, at 23, like, this is gonna be the best game of his career, because this is the best game. I don't know what the analytics say, but this is the best game anybody's ever had, single player, statistics wise. I mean, I think as far as the moment, the only thing that would make it bigger is if he did this in the playoffs, and he's had big games in the playoffs, so it's not far-fetched. So, man, yeah, I'm really just I'm trying to get my words together on this. I didn't write anything down, but yeah, to be completely gassed, played fucking 47 minutes and do that's crazy. Yeah, with help from, like I say, Christian Wood 19, Hardaway 11, Dinwiddie 25. What does that mean in the grand scheme as far as the MVP race? I keep saying it, like, he's the best player in the league this season from the eyeball. Well, the eyeball is still Giannis, even though, like, when he's off, he looks terrible because he's big and it's like, just go to the hole. Are you shooting? But when he's on, it's like, yeah, that's unstoppable. Like, just with that athleticism and that size, it does put you in that old that mindset of like how KG would get it going back in the day. Like, somebody who's 6'11", put it on the floor, go by you, get in the paint, shoot the long ball. Like, yeah, that's hard to guard if unguardable, which, I mean, I think Dirk was the only unguardable big, because he wasn't even a stretch four. Like, he was more of a 7'3". Put it on the floor, push the break at a slow pace. I mean, he was never fast. So he pushing the break, 7 foot, pull up, pop, shoot a three. Later as you get older, got the post game, pull up, size you up, light bump, throw you off balance, one-legged fadeaway. That's what the statue is. The fucking one-legged fadeaway. I'm gonna post a picture of that shit. I went and saw it. I didn't get to the unveiling, but I went and saw it. I mean, it's down the street from me, and it's amazing. Like it looks. Yeah, I got emotional just seeing it, just thinking about. I still remember the night they drafted Dirk Nowitzki. We had Robert Tractor Trailer out of Michigan, and I was hyped. And when we traded him to Milwaukee for Dirk Nowitzki, I was so pissed. I can't remember how. Say 20 something years ago. This is a young Mavs fan, diehard. Watched all the games, watched us all lose every season. I was hot, and I didn't want another German guy. I didn't want another white guy on the team. And that first year he sucked. He was trash. Like he was timid. He was getting pushed around. You could tell he wasn't used to the actual physicality of the NBA because, like, you know, what was it, 97? The NBA was very physical, especially when they trying to put him at a 4 to 5. And the next year, Don Nelson is like, you know what? Play you 3, play at 4. Like, say we'll stretch it. Started getting the buckets. Holger comes in here. They start working out. Second year I saw it. Third year I was just like, oh shit, this is a real one. By this time, like you say, we got Michael Finley, who's, you know, a poor man's Scottie Pippen. Plays defense, runs the point, sets up the offense. I think by the time was I think Nash was back. Yeah, because we traded Nash away. Yeah, so I think Nash was back. Okay, yeah. Did Nash leave? I can't remember. Fuck. Anyway, those Mavs, the running gun Mavs, the Nelly ball Mavs, where it was like the first team to 140 and no defense whatsoever. Man, those good teams. Brought in everybody. Christian Laettner, old Dennis Rodman. Man, that was George McLeod. That was a young Scott Brooks, who was still kind of hanging around from when the 3Js was there, when it was Jamal Mashburn, Jim Jackson, and rookie Jason Kidd. Yeah, Scott Brooks was still there. Who else? Roy Tarpley. Man, those bad Mavs teams had all those good players. Lucius Harris, Eric Strickland. We got, what was it? Van Axel late in his career. This is all before like getting Jet Terry and everybody. This is like gearing up, like when they were gearing up to get good enough to beat San Antonio to get to the finals. This is all before 06. Like super young team. It was just a revolving door talent. And then like say Josh, Marquise, a young Devin Harris. Yo, man. Just a great day. Just a flat out good night. Great day to be a Mavs fan. I never seen a player celebrate the way he did once he tipped it in. And then he say in the interview, he thought they won. He didn't even know it was tied, but just to see that authentic reaction, man, that was all. I mean, he's a goof. He's 23. Like my nephew's 23. He's fucking like he's a kid. But you got a 6'8", 230 kid who put up the game of a lifetime, something the NBA ain't never seen. Yeah, real 2K shit. Real 2K shit. I was super mad. It's like, fuck, why are we losing to a team that won't even sub out anybody? Fucking Tibbs is just running the team in the ground. And we got him. We got him in the end. Yeah. Let me calm down. Let me get back to the regular schedule program on the show. Talk about the rest of the NBA. I could talk about the Mavs, forever favorite team. I'm a homer. It is my fair and biased opinion, but quietly, very like shh, very, 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 very quietly, the Nets are good. The Nets are very, very good. They are 22-12 right now, and they're 9-1 in their last 10. Nobody's talking about it. Nah. Kyrie's killing. KD's killing. The rest of those nobody. Because what did KD say? How am I supposed to win with this lineup? Because I'm out here. It's the realest shit ever. Probably alienated them guys, but like now they balling. So shout out to him. The Christmas Day games. Golden State, Memphis is a thing. Like they all the way beefed out. No Steph. Jordan Poole fouls out. They put the clamps on. What's the white kid's name? Vincenzo. Yeah, clamped up. Fucking jaw. Draymond's out there bullying people. Clay's out there cussing out Desmond Bain. Like that's a rivalry. Like it's I know we the champs. These are young guys. Yeah, it's a rivalry. It's a whole rivalry now. Like that game was intense. Like it had the playoff vibe to it, even on Christmas. Yeah, a lot of fucked the other side. Wasn't a whole bunch of doing the gritty out there with Ja. Like he got clamped up. The refs clamped up everybody too. The Laker Dallas game, kind of boring. Mavs had that in hand, especially after that crazy 51-point third quarter. Like they was on they Golden State Warrior third quarter shit where they couldn't miss. Because that's the thing, when you build a team like that, when they are hitting, you're not gonna beat them. Like they'll shoot you out the gym, they'll shoot you out the parking lot. So that was an easy win. The Boston-Milwaukee game. Whew. JT out there looking like light-skinned Kobe. Like the whole night. Like he was on cruise control. It never seemed like Milwaukee really got him in a position where he couldn't make a play. I don't know why. Like you can do that with Jaylen Brown. You kind of push him around. You can kind of lead him into turnovers. When JT's on, man, baby Mamba. Yeah, Tan Mamba. The NFL games are fucking crazy because, of course, you got that good home win with the Cowboys coming from behind, beating Philly, fucking 40-34. Late in the game, Gardner Minshew ball too. I hated for him. The first pick wasn't his fault. The fumble at the end by Sanders killed the drive. Like I've always liked Minshew, like kind of odd guy. I knew he wasn't gonna stay around in Jacksonville because Trevor Lawrence is starting to turn into an actual pro. But yeah, he looked real good for Philly, and that was kind of scary. But I know he's a better passer than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is more of a dual threat. Put it on his feet, put it on his arm, but yeah, Gardner ball and old Dak. Oh man, that initial interception. I think they had everybody kind of breaking up the drinks early, getting a little adult eggnog ready, but got to the run game, got settled. CD had double-digit catches, over 100 yards, 2 tubs. After, all smoke for the ops. But, man, did Dante Smith kill Diggs all day. That was hard to watch. Like he was surgical out there on that island with Diggs. Ugh. That ain't a good sign, because more than likely we're going to see them in the playoffs. I know we are. I'd rather, to be honest, and I say we, I use the term we loosely, I'd rather see them, Philly, than San Francisco, because Big cock Brock, pause. I mean, he is balling for San Francisco. And I said this a couple of weeks ago. They're surging. Like Bosa on the corner. He gets to the quarterback so fucking easy. He's like White Von Miller in his prime. Dip his shoulder, so many finesse moves, but he has the actual athleticism like a young DeMarcus Ware. Just huge hands, can rip through. Man, he like the Commanders are okay. They're serviceable. I like Heineke. He had a mental clock knowing that Bosa was on the way. Bosa was going to get around that corner. That last strip sack where he strips him, throws him on the ground. He didn't even go after the ball. Like, he gets up, poses, does his little dance. Their whole defense was the one chasing the ball. Like, this shit was fucking hilarious. And then the death of the Broncos. Shout out my boy Russ, man. Been trying to cook all year. Cooking sheesh. Yeah. I don't think he needs to be in the kitchen anymore. Like, let's go ahead and shut Russ down. The team is done with Russ. They just fired the head coach, Nathaniel. He's probably gonna go back to Green Bay because Aaron Rodgers, that was his boy when they was calling plays. I think he was still Aaron Rodgers' offensive coordinator when he got his MVP. So probably go back over there, and that's fine. That's cool. All right, like I don't feel so much sympathy for guys who tried it. All right, like this just was a bad deal. They're owned by a whole new management group. They're super fucking rich. They'll burn this thing down, take the cap hit, start over. Like, the cap is the only thing saving them from different just buying a championship right now. And that's fine. But the way they got beat at was it SoFi Wi-Fi, the stadium out in LA, that was terrible. Ugh. And then Gregory started fighting after the game. It's two bad teams. Like, y'all both like 4-11, not going nowhere. Well, like, why y'all beefed out after the game? Just be happy y'all rich, all right? Healthy and rich. I like that. Health and wealth. Ugly loss, and it's still with the Rams in this Baker Mayfield experiment. He's not it. Back up at this. Yeah, he's not a winner. And I don't even mean to be mean with that. I mean to be mean. I just don't see it like his window to be a serviceable starting quarterback with weapons in Cleveland, with a run game and a defense. Yeah, he just couldn't get the job done. Change of scenery, maybe. Journeyman, maybe. But I don't see him being, that stud QB that you take the first pick. Which, I mean, what the fuck do I know? Because I just knew Johnny Football was gonna save Cleveland. Yeah, right. Yo, real quick, while I'm still here, as I'm talking to myself in a microphone, I'm going through Twitter. The NBA tonight is literally turned into the WWE. Literally, Grayson Allen just forearm shivered fucking DeMar DeRozan in Chicago on some goofy shit. Super goofy. And Grayson Allen is always like tied up in some hit you while you're going up for a layup. Stick his big foot out. He might clip a baby on the sideline. Just all kind of random ass shit. And even to just like, what I will say is the boy got guts, because ain't nobody off limits. Bigger player, smaller player. Like you say, you up in the air trying to dunk. He will, he got some bunnies. He will get bouncy on you too if you are in the paint. But he's always doing some goofy shit like this. So he pushes him, knocks him down, throws up his hands. Oh, I didn't do anything. What's the problem? It turns into a G. Willikers, gosh Lee moment, and everybody's like, yo, what the fuck is you doing, bro? You always doing some extra shit. Fucking Grayson Allen. Dennis the Menace. More menace than Dennis. And then the other undercard championship belt match. Mo Wagner versus Killian Hayes. Baby Malice in the Palace. That's JT's investment property, the Detroit Pistons. And they're young and they're trying to play. And loose ball going back court. Mo Wagner's trying to track it down. Hayes is coming up on him fast on his right, like he's fucking Captain America. Bro, shoulder checks him into the bench like it's hockey, like it's the fucking Red Wings or something. Checks him to the bench. The coaches and the staff gotta catch fucking Killian Hayes. Then Mo Wagner's like, yo, I ain't do nothing. I can't tell who shoves him in the back. Killian Hayes hops up, boom, fucking elbow to the back of the head, cuts his lights off. Instantly goes to sleep. I mean, the back of the head is the softest part on your head. Like, it don't surprise me. It ain't like, I don't think Mo Wagner ain't no tough dude or something, but like, if you get a clean shot to the back of your head, you're going down. Like, that will night. That shit's crazy.